Good morning. This is
Morning.
Renee Wharton from the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau. And today I have as a guest Patricia Mooradian, who is President and CEO of the Henry Ford, one of the most beloved and visited attractions in our area. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Renee. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Even if on Zoom, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, I know you're excited about the grand opening for everybody on July 9th. The Henry Ford will reopen, and I think it's Thursday through Sunday only for the time being.
That's right.
I think the biggest question is, what are the changes that visitors are going to see? I'm pretty sure you have some significant safety protocols in place.
We are following all the state mandates and guidelines of the CDC. We are requiring masks on all indoor activities, so anything in the museum and all the special exhibits. And then there are certain areas in Greenfield Village where we're requiring masks as well, some of the buildings, and also on certain places where lines form. We really want to make sure that people have masks. We're doing all social distancing, and anywhere where a line might form, we have decals on the ground so that people can comfortably stay within their 6-foot limit for social distancing purposes. A lot of hand sanitizer stations will be found all throughout the museum and the village. And of course, we have extra cleaning that we're doing all around the whole entire campus. So I think visitors will feel like it's safe and comfortable. I'm not wearing masks isn't always comfortable. So in the village, there's opportunities to be able to take your mask down, but everybody will need a mask to enter.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the status of some of the special exhibits that you weren't able to have during the closing? I'm specifically thinking about the Marvel exhibit because everybody's really excited about that one.
Well, we're excited about Marvel too, and Marvel was supposed to open at the end of March. We had installed almost all of it before we had to shut down. Luckily, we were able to negotiate with the exhibit planning company to keep it longer. So now we have it into January, thankfully. So that opens on the 16th of July. It is timed tickets and obviously masks are required in that exhibit as well. There are a lot of hands-on activities, and so we're going to be meticulous in cleaning screens and things like that. And some of it we may have had to alter just a little bit to make it comfortable for everybody. But the exhibit is pretty exciting. Over 300 artifacts, a lot of costumes, all kinds of film clips and comic book pages and sketches. So a lot, it's just chock full of opportunities for people to engage with the Marvel comics.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Really excited. Okay, so like other tourism attractions across the world, really, I'm sure you're all facing some challenges, financial and otherwise, as you get going again. Can you talk briefly about the Reactivate the Henry Ford program?
Yeah, so we launched our Reactivate the Henry Ford campaign. That really is encouraging guests to buy memberships, to donate, or to visit. All three help us quite a bit. We will, for the first time in decades, end the year, and maybe even in the history, end the year with a pretty significant multi-million-dollar deficit. And anybody who visits or donates or buys a membership will be helping us to reactivate the Henry Ford. We are one of the few nonprofits that earn 65% of our operating income. And so when we're closed, we don't have the resources to keep things going. And so we're really working hard from a position of strength because we have been a financially strong institution in the past. And so we just have to, we're taking many steps backwards with this pandemic in order to then move forward. And so with our reopening, we hope to get the visitors who are, again, following all the safe practices. Honestly, our first and foremost priority is the health and safety and well-being of our guests and our staff. Because if we don't stay healthy, we can't stay open. And
Absolutely.
we really want to be able to provide the services that we provide, whether they're in person, on site, or online. And the mission of our institution to educate and inspire that next generation is really important to the education and learning of everybody who visits. So,
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Okay, final question. I know the Henry Ford is home to so many national treasures, not the least of which is the Rosa Parks bus, the Lincolnshire, everything in the village, the first car that Henry Ford built. I just have to know, what is your favorite artifact or attraction?
So I have many, and it's always hard to narrow it down to one, but the place that I can go and learn something new every single time is the Menlo Park Laboratory in Greenfield Village. There is so much rich history in that building, and the things that took place there, and the innovation, and we call it the first R&D lab in the world. I get goosebumps every time I go in there because I learn something new, and our presenters are experts. They have so many stories, and they customize those stories to every guest that comes in and whatever quest. So I learn something every time. So that is by far one of my favorites, but there are so many others.
I know, I can imagine. Well, thanks so much, Patricia. I'm glad you were able to take the time, and good luck with your reopening. And for those who want more information about the Henry Ford, its reopening schedule, and some of the special events and attractions that are taking place, we say visit thehenryford.org.
Thehenryford.org is the website. And help us reactivate the Henry Ford. Thanks, Renee, for having us, and thanks for all you do to support our community.
Sure, you're welcome. Thank you.
Take care.